Welcome, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. It is June 7th, 2021. It is this show we are on embarking. Producer James in the building. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Looking him fresh to death. Nobody can see you.
Okay.
There you go. Fresh to death. Stunting in the white tees.
Yes, sir.
What a Sunday. Full of sports news and high drama. If you're into soccer with the men's national team, we'll get to all that good stuff. Julio Jones breaking news on Sunday. I get a notification. I'm like, why is ESPN notifying me right now? It's like 10 in the morning, 10:30. Julio Jones has been trading pending a physical, which is probably going to pass. Tennessee Titans. AFC South. Yeah. I don't think Indianapolis has enough to keep up with the Tennessee Titans. They instantly have to go to probably top 5 for Super Bowl contender at this time. Super Bowl winner maybe at this time. I think there were 35 to 1 odds before this move. Now they're 30 to 1 odds to win the Super Bowl. Not bad odds, but at the same time, it's like, you know, the top 3 teams I think in the AFC would definitely be Kansas City, the Bills, and then probably Cleveland, and then Baltimore and Tennessee easily have to be right there, 4 and 5, or you know, however you want to put them in that ranking. But Julio Jones instantly makes that team extremely dangerous. It's like you don't want to play them. Luckily, right now the Jaguars and the Texans are garbage, so they really don't have to worry about those 2 teams. Indianapolis is only going to give Tennessee the most trouble, in my opinion, going forward. But A.J. Brown has to be loving this. Derrick Henry especially has to be loving this. No more 8-man boxes. I mean, you're going to have to double one of those guys. You're going to have to double either Julio or you're going to have to double A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. And then the fantasy owners. Fantasy owners got to be loving this as well. Oh, gosh. I'm a little let down. I thought he would go to the Patriots. But I guess the deal didn't get done. How does he go for a 3rd round and a future 4th round pick for Julio? It's like nobody wanted to give a 2nd round this year. They were like, oh, he's too old. Oh, his contract's too big. So what? Do you want to win a Super Bowl? Apparently, you must not.
Yeah. And
I guess he wasn't going to go to anybody in the NFC. Patriots are like, maybe that's what the deal was. Maybe the Patriots wanted to give lesser of their draft picks to get Julio to go over there, knowing his contract would be just astronomical next year. I don't know, man. I would like to see how this is going to fare, especially like in the playoffs, because Julio's used to playing indoors in Atlanta. Now he's going to be playing outdoors. It's going to be it's a different kind of cold in Tennessee compared to Atlanta. It'll be interesting to see. He'll be changing numbers. Probably going to number 8.
That's right there in the same area, right?
What?
Tennessee.
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
No. I mean, you got Tennessee is a lot more closer to the Appalachian Mountains. Georgia, Atlanta's more of like in the center part of Georgia. I mean, that's a thick. It's almost like subtropical, I'd have to say. Mm-hmm. I would say the climate at Atlanta is probably similar to that of maybe here. It's a little bit humid. I would have to say it's a little bit humid over there. It's probably not as hot. But Tennessee, man, it gets cold. Like, it'll snow in Tennessee. It would be like us to Dallas weather. You know,
okay.
Austin to Dallas, Atlanta to Tennessee. I would probably say that kind of difference in weather. It didn't probably snow all the time in Atlanta, just like it doesn't snow all the time here unless it's February 2021. I mean, I'm just saying, keeping it real. Everybody at work today was talking about, we worked through a pandemic, we worked through an ice storm, we worked through a rainy season. I'm like, this is Texas. That's just what it does.
Yeah.
It's just how it rolls. Nothing new. Sad story yesterday. Let's pivot to golf real quick. The Spaniard, Jon Rahm, apparently earlier in the week, the story is that you'll see a photo pop up real quick, or not a photo, but a video pop up of the news when Jon Rahm gets the notification by the Memorial Tournament that he's been tested positive for COVID-19. And you can see the devastation there on his face and him hunched over. And the reason he's so devastated is there's a couple $1 million on the line in this tournament. He was in first place in this tournament. He had a 6-stroke lead in this tournament. Well, the word is that he had tested positive for COVID because he was around someone earlier in the week. And there was more information that came out that was saying that he did have a COVID shot, but he only had one. Well, that one obviously didn't protect him from getting COVID. He was asymptomatic, no symptoms showing, but I'm pretty sure when they tested all the players each day, that's probably their protocol, every day of the tournament you're going to get tested. I'm pretty sure he's got the withdrawal. I would have to say a withdrawal for him. Couple $1 million lost. The championship lost. Who knows what other perks come along with that Memorial Championship in Ohio. Nobody was wearing masks except the guys y'all saw right there, probably because they knew he had COVID-19. But if you saw all the people out there walking around, Dublin, Ohio, bro, it might as well have been Florida. Everybody's walking around drinking, having a good old time. No mask in sight. And then John Rahm has to get the devastating news. Like, you work so hard. He was dominating pretty much since day 3. And then you go in to go pretty much walk off with the tournament. Nobody was going to catch him. Nobody was going to catch him. Then you get that news. Come over here, sir. It's like whenever you get in trouble. It's like, come here, please. Why? For what? What do you need?
Have a seat.
Have a seat, sir. Then he's just devastated. You see his face and you're just like, man, you got to feel for that guy.
Is that the final day of the tournament?
Yeah, that was yesterday. It's like he gets there and it's like, yeah, John, your test came back.
How many holes before it was over?
See, I don't know how many. I don't know if he had teed off yet. I don't know if he had started his round, which I don't think he had. Maybe he did. But all I know is I started watching the tournament probably about 3 in the afternoon. And by this time, he had already had the information given to him that he had tested positive. So I was watching Morikawa and Colin Morikawa. And I can't remember the guy who won off the top of my head. I was just kind of infatuated with how John Rahm, the Spaniard, was given this information. Like, yeah, buddy, get your shit and get out. They did, man. They literally told him, get all of your belongings and go home and quarantine. You're not doing anything. Get out of the clubhouse, get off the grounds, go to your hotel and stay there. 15-day quarantine. You think this is COVID's last stand? Do you remember how this all started? Do you remember how this whole Corona thing started in March of 2020?
Yeah.
At that Utah Jazz game. Was it Utah Jazz? Yeah, I think it was Utah Jazz game. The PA announcer's getting on the microphone. Everybody needs to leave the arena immediately. Do not panic, but everybody needs to leave immediately. We were doing a show. We were doing a Recon Athlete show. Live. We're like Snoop's there with us. He's getting live updates they canceled this game. They canceled this week. And then the NBA said, we're canceling the rest of the season. Or they postponed it.
Yeah.
And then here we go. June 6, 2021. John Rahm. Shame on him. Should it be shame on him? Should he have had both vaccines? He's going to be... It's look, bro. The PGA said you got to have the vaccine so you don't get COVID. Well, should he have gotten COVID since he did have a vaccine? I don't know.
He was on his way to getting his second, right?
Apparently, dude, he had gotten his first shot that week, the week of the tournament. Apparently one shot is not enough protection. I don't know, maybe. In this instance, it wasn't because he still tested positive for COVID.
Not sure how all that works.
I don't know how that works either. But, in this instance with him.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, right? One didn't work. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure two gets you the backup. The backup to the backup, maybe. I don't know.
That's very unfortunate.
Dude, a couple $1 million on the line. He would have walked away with one.
Now he's in a hotel.
Isolated. Can't see your family,
Bro.
can't see your kids.
They better check on
can't
that, man.
See your dog. You saw how he looked in that video. He was just mortified. He was just I can't believe. It's like they stole it from him. No, the vid stole it from him. That's what happened.
So on the flip side of that, there's somebody just got blessed, right? Who won the tournament?
Yeah, it came down to pull up real quick. Just search Memorial Park PGA. It came down to Morikawa. It went to a playoff. That's the other thing too. Yeah, Memorial Park tournament. Does it have like PGA? Yes, click that.
Right here.
No.
This is
Yeah, that's that one.
2020.
Yeah, just do 2021. I mean, it should instantly have the. Yeah, I don't know why it's not pumping up there for you. I can pull it up on mine real quick.
Okay.
I always go to ESPN and just like pull up their golf tournament because it just goes a little bit quicker. Let's see here, PGA. Not that one. Let's see.
I got it right here.
You got it? Yeah, so it was Colin Morikawa and Patrick, how do you say his last name?
Cantley?
Yeah, so it came down to a playoff with those two, and they had to replay the 18th hole. And they went to go ahead, and they both hit 2 bad shots to begin with. And then their third one, both get on the green, and then for par, Cantley makes his par, and Morikawa, I think, misses it. It was a lot of pressure, don't get me wrong. But that long putt by Cantley really made things a little more interesting, which was really fun to see him kind of get that tournament win, which was, made him some good money, apparently. Let's see what's going on 14 minutes after the hour. Let's get into a break real quick. When we come back, we'll probably talk a little UFC 263. Is that what it is?
Yes.
263. All right, we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Paul Rodriguez Show coming out of Studio 44. News breaking off today, this morning, earlier. Ariel Helwani, the ESPN, I guess, insider. What do we call him? Probably that, I guess. Anyways, he has shows with Chael Sonnen and Daniel Cormier. His contract will be ending June 15th. He made an announcement on, I believe, Instagram. He said he's probably has some exciting news going on future-wise. I just don't know who he's going to go with. I could only think it'd be Fox, or it definitely ain't going to be UFC because Dana White hates his fucking guts. Maybe NBC. They just don't strike me as a. It would have to be Fox, I would have to assume. Is there anybody else besides ESPN who covers MMA like that in depth as far as media-wise? Versus, he already worked there though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he just came from Fox whenever he went over to ESPN. That kind of sucks.
Maybe he's going independent.
Maybe
he could.
I mean, he's
big enough.
Yeah, he still has the Ariel Helwani show.
Yeah, he would definitely take his platform out of ESPN's rotation.
Yeah, I like Ariel.
You do?
Yeah,
I don't.
He's
condescending.
Yeah,
pretentious. Yeah, I really don't like the guy. I really just don't. I mean, I think he does good work. I think his journalism chops are top notch. But like him, the human, I think he's condescending. Like you see all of his work, like, you know, I mean, like here you go. Here's a good example. After the McGregor Khabib fight, he tells Conor, congratulations, you know, on the fight, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe it's prior. He says, congratulations on the proper 12 to Conor. And then to Khabib, he turns, he goes, assalamu alaikum. And that's like a greeting in Arabic. And Khabib gets pissed because in Islam, alcohol is forbidden. And Khabib picks up the mic, he says how can you talk about assalamu alaikum right after you talk about whiskey? He goes, you don't do that. And he got pissed because it's disrespectful. And there's a little bit of tension there because Ariel is Jewish and Khabib is a Muslim. And so you can kind of see there's a little tension there. But also at the same time, we can go to like Rampage Jackson, like back in the day, and Ariel's just trying to like, you know, fuck with him, take jabs at him verbally. I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. I got to give Quentin Jackson credit. I thought I was slick with calling him Little Mermaid, but Rampage Jackson, I see you. I heard you. I synced it. I'm just saying. I don't know, Ariel. Good luck, bro. Whatever you do. I mean, maybe he'll join a McAfee show. Maybe Barstool. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're just like nodding your head. I'm like,
well, I mean, Barstool to me is kind of just like, I mean, like
they do everything.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, I see like right now like the leader in MMA coverage is ESPN, at least for UFC.
Easily.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Maybe Ariel wanted too much money. They told him to kick rocks. If you're not keeping Kenny Mayne from ESPN Sports Center, true. Like, dude, come on. Like, Ariel's not woke enough for you? Is that what it is? I don't know. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's true or not. UFC 263 this Saturday, 5 days out. Are we 5 days out? I guess we'll be 5 days out. Adesanya, Vittori 2, Figueiredo, Moreno. Is that Moreno 2? Is that the second fight time they're fighting? Figueiredo and Moreno?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. I want to say it is. And then, of course, we have the red coat, Leon Edwards, and, you know, the dude from Stockton. He'll slap you in the mouth if you ain't careful. Nate Diaz. Come on, man. I know you have something to say about this Edwards-Diaz fight because you were so excited when they were going to be in Houston. Now you got your shirts in the mail. You and your lady got matching shirts. You're going to be out there partying. Are you going to be wearing these shirts to that party y'all are attending?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, you're going to be twinsies out there. All right, starting in your, was it black shirt?
Yeah.
Starting in your black tee.
Yeah.
So let me hear, man. Does the game change because Nate had that injury, or is this back to business?
I think it's back to business.
So what's the forecast?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of worried.
You're a little cautious now?
Yeah, Leon Edwards, man, he's no joke.
What's the red coat bringing to the table?
I don't know. You said you haven't seen the Embedded yet?
No, I haven't seen it. Well, I mean, maybe folks have already seen it. I don't mind spoilers.
Yeah. No, when they showcase Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz, they're talking how Leon's been in an extended training camp, you know, since they were supposed to fight in Houston.
Right.
And so he's been getting it in. He's just like, he's all around like a good fighter. So I don't know, but I mean, Nate always brings it. You know, he's a guy that's gonna stand there and fight with you regardless.
True.
But one thing that always worries me about the Diaz brothers is just those all that scar tissue and them getting cut open and stuff. So
easily cut.
That's always something to look out for.
I think we also got to take into consideration too, like this is maybe a preamble for Nick, because Nate can't go out here and take an L and then get everything. I mean, it's pretty much Nick is getting primed to come back to the UFC. Nate can't go take an L, not with what's on the line. I think there's like 2 fights from now, Nate could be fighting for the 170 championship.
Yeah.
And so it's like you can't gain all that. You can't lose all that clout you gained from Conor. You can't gain all that clout. Really, what he got from Masvidal in that BMF fight. You said it. If he doesn't get cut, Nate's probably winning that BMF title. And somebody gonna put hands on the Rock. Maybe. I don't know. That's what that video was talking about. You know whose entrance song that is?
Who?
That's Mark Henry's entrance song.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his song. Put hands on somebody. I was like, well, I mean, the Rock did look a little. It looked like, looked like something tightened up real quick. Just saying. But yeah, 263 Saturday. I'm gonna buy it. Maybe Papa Romeo come hang out. We'll see. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I like Nate Diaz. I'm gonna say it early. I like Diaz. I like Figueiredo, and I'm taking Vettori.
Really?
I'm taking Vettori this time.
Why? So?
Just because I want to see Adesanya squirm. I want to see what he has to say in the post-fight press conference. What's he going to tell Joe Rogan? Joe, I don't know what I was doing, Joe. I just was out there, and before I knew it, he was on top of me. I think Vettori's going to take the game plan like Benel did Ferguson. Just lay on top of him for 5 rounds. Just 5 rounds. Just lay on top of him. Ground him out. But Adesanya has really good back what is it? Back guard, ground guard?
Yeah, a guard.
A guard from the ground?
Yeah.
On his back?
Mm-hmm.
And see if he can get his hands on him. That's the other thing too. Is he the Italian Rocky? Is that the way?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or
That's
not.
how he tries to portray himself.
I was like, dude, Rocky was Italian. Well, he's Italian American.
Yeah.
I don't know,
man. Whenever I saw this guy calling for the
but he's the only guy who's really given Adesanya trouble at that weight class.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously it's been a while since they fought.
Yes, that's true.
Adesanya's been through a lot of fights, but I don't know. I think he's gonna.
You think it's just gonna be a quick fight?
I think it might be a war, but I think Adesanya maybe like 3 or 4 rounds. Adesanya's gonna.
The knockout.
He's gonna finish him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a submission. I think it's gonna be a submission. I just think they're gonna get on the ground and it's gonna be like a highlight reel submission. Like they're gonna be on the ground and someone's gonna just get a neck and then lights out.
Get to twisting.
Putting it in and getting it twisting. Yes.
They started ramping up their shit talking as of lately. I don't know if you saw that. Adesanya and
that's par for the course for him. It's like, there's a fight week. Okay, let me start talking shit.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do that before. You know who's been too quiet is Nate. I think Nate's been like really quiet.
Yeah.
For what reason do you think? Just to like regain focus, or
hopefully he ain't worried.
I mean, that's usually not like them. They're usually like it. Well, they're more reactive. They're waiting for someone else to like really get under their skin before they like get to talking. So maybe that's what we're waiting for.
Maybe we'll
but
see.
I don't think Leon Edwards is going to do that.
Yeah, they seem pretty respectable.
He won't get slapped in the octagon.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Oh, okay. You think he's scared of him or what?
No, I think it's like when Nick would do it in his fights. Like if some dude came in and was real disrespectful, he's like, and he'd say like guys like that get slapped, and then in the fight he'll find a way to slap you like open palm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Stockton slap.
Just saying. I think that's what Leon is trying to like. Let me respect my opponent. You're not gonna make any sales, but I don't want to get embarrassed on national TV.
There'll probably be maybe some shit talking at the press conference on Thursday, I think it is.
Yeah, but it's just lame that way. It's just like, oh yeah, here are your talking points. Say this, this, and this, and Nate's gonna say this, this, and this, and up the chain it goes.
You think
It's
they
just
do that?
stupid. Yes, it's stupid. Unless it's Connor, unless it's Chael Sonnen, Mike Perry. Who else?
Nate has some memorable moments.
Yeah, but he's reactive. He won't start it. That's not what the Diaz brothers do. They won't start it. If you start it on some platform over here and they get wind of it, all right, motherfucker, yeah. Now they'll go, but they're reactive.
All right, makes sense.
They don't like to start it. I think that's like in their code. They're like, don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to it. You got any predictions now, or are you going to wait till maybe closer to the weekend?
I mean,
I'm saying it now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking Adesanya.
Yeah, I figured you liked him.
I got to roll with Nate, of course.
Okay.
And we'll go with this Figueiredo guy.
Figueiredo?
Yeah.
The Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him too. I think Moreno's not. I don't think he's built to fight Figueiredo, but who knows?
Should be a good one.
I mean, I think the last scrap they had was highly entertaining.
Those dudes.
I mean, you got a Brazilian and a Mexican going toe to toe.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mexicans, the Mexican national team took on the United States men's team last night in soccer. When we come back from break, we'll show you who celebrated. It's going to probably be the flag behind me. back, everybody. This is the Paul Rodriguez Show. Well, last night, the men's national team for the U.S. took on the men's national team for Mexico, our neighbors to the south. And they played in Denver, which I thought was kind of ironic. And this game started way too late. It didn't start till 8:30. Men's national team had, let's kick the ball right to the Mexican defender, and he puts the ball in the net with like minute and a half into the game. I'm over here like losing my brain because we just shitty passes to our to our opponent. Like, yeah, here's the ball, kick it in our net, thanks. Dramatic game, kind of goes back and forth. Americans were able to get back in the game before the full time ended. Though the full time ended 2-2, but the keeper for the United States had to get substituted in. And Hovarth, nobody knew that this guy was going to be as clutch as he was. But in extra time, the match goes into extra time. The Americans get a penalty kick. Pulisic was able to beat Memo Ochoa, the keeper for the Mexican side. And then in the 120th minute, which the 120th minute is the last minute of extra time. So if this goes past extra time and we're still tied, which at this time it's still 3-2. In the 120th minute, a official is called over to the review booth, and Mexico is given a penalty kick, just like the Americans were in the first half of extra time. So it's the 120th minute. If Mexico makes this penalty kick, and the penalty kick is one Mexican striker versus the American keeper. If that Mexican striker puts it in the net, we go to penalty kicks, sudden death. The last minute of all the time allotted for this match, Mexican striker versus the American backup keeper, a ball struck to the left side or to the right side of the keeper. It gets blocked by the Americans, and we go in and win the game in full time or in extra time to win the UEFA Champions tournament, which was a big tournament for the Americans to win, usually because we couldn't qualify for the World Cup last time. There you can see a graphic or a video of Pulisic bringing the championship over to the American side and doing his best celebration. Pulisic just a couple of weeks ago celebrated with his club team in Chelsea in the English Premier League. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. In the UEFA Championship, I believe. This was a CONCACAF championship. So two different tournaments. One for the national teams, one for the club teams. So this one here was the CONCACAF championship. Really high drama. This game was like back into 11:40 at night. Started at 8:30. Should have been over in like an hour and a half. 2 hours maybe. Big time drama. James is like, oh, okay. Not really into soccer?
Nah, not really.
Really?
That's like one of the only sports that like I really haven't like been able to like nail the rules and all of that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
So I was lucky to have a couple of friends who were into like soccer because they grew up in South America in their teenage years, and they were able to bring over the game to kind of like show me what it was really about and like how it flowed. It's like the most, I don't want to say the rules are not conducive for like the American sports brain because we're used to like score points, and take advantage of your opponent to score points. And in soccer, it's not like that. It's very neutral. And the celebrating is on the build up to score a point, not scoring the point. That's why there's so much celebration when a point is scored because it's so hard to do so, especially like in Europe and in like the World Tournament. But the World Cup is coming up next year, and that will be a great crash course to get into soccer. It's like basically the best teams in the world, the best countries will go play a tournament at one designated spot on the globe. And I believe in this year, I think it's in Qatar. That's going to be that's going to be the site at that time. And so like everybody goes to this one part of the world and they have this huge soccer tournament. It only happens every 4 years. You'll get a crash course on like who the best teams are, who's going to be successful, what are the rules. The one rule you're going to get really annoyed with is offsides. because it's like you have a line of defenders and you have one player who's really fast, who's an opponent, and the ball will be kicked. If the row of defenders, if the ball is kicked while the opponent is behind the row of defenders, it's offsides. If he's in front of the defenders, he's onside. But isn't that like our sports brain is like, yeah, let me get behind that guy so I can go like score that touchdown or score that, run. Let me get behind my opponent. That makes the most sense. Not in soccer. It's a challenge sometimes, but when you get to like into watching the match and appreciating the build up to a goal, and then when you see the goal scored, it's like so much more fun to celebrate. It's hard sometimes though, because I started watching soccer when I was 18. It was like 30. It took 12 years to like really get a grasp of it.
Damn.
Yeah. Really like, okay, I won't get pissed off because this dude's called offsides. Okay, this dude's flopping. He needs to get his shit under control. This dude up here really got kicked in the mouth. There needs to be a red card. There needs to be a foul. It's like you can have fouls without calling like a penalty. Then you can have like really egregious fouls where you get a card. It's called a booking. It's a bunch of nonsense right now because you're just like, this doesn't make any sense. Anything you had going on this past week? Anything fun? We didn't really get into the weekend much.
I stepped out for some First Friday on Friday.
Okay.
Went in to the local pizza place.
Hey, do me a favor.
What's up?
When you're seeing those people out there, when you tell them they're standing on the corner at an intersection, will you tell them to like not stand on the intersection, not stand on the corner? Because us drivers, we can't tell if you're going to cross or not. And by state law, like we have to stop. And so like I'm trying to like negotiate. I'm like, hey, you guys, get off the corner if you're not walking. Just going to put it out there.
There was a lot of people over there, and there has been. I
know.
Which is pretty good to see in my opinion. This place in town where they were like selling margaritas outside, like on the front, like on the sidewalk. So people were like walking around drinking margaritas, which I guess is okay now.
Only on First Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't try to do it like don't try to do it any other day. It's like, oh, why am I getting arrested? It's like because you can only do this on First Friday, you moron.
That would be pretty. Actually, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. It would be funny if it's somebody else. Be like, yeah, look at that dumbass. Well, we were just doing it yesterday. Well, yesterday was First Friday.
Yeah, but it was cool. Let's see, what else did I do? I saw the Mayweather fight yesterday.
Yeah, that was like hocus pocus to me. What did you think? What were your thoughts about that fight?
I'm
hearing it was like a senior prom dance. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, of course, it was a scam. It was going to be a scam from the get go.
Yeah.
Robbery.
$50, people. $50.
Man.
Let me hold Mayweather. Let me hold you and just go side to side. That's pretty much what I was getting from it from the still images.
Yeah.
What did you get from it?
I don't know, man. It's like, what's going on here? What's the point of this?
Why were you watching it then?
Yeah, I know.
Really? Did you think that to yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It is what it is, I guess. Mayweather outboxed him. But
there was one instance in that fight I saw in a highlight where Mayweather connected a right hook, like a nasty right hook, and in almost a delayed reaction, Logan kind of falls, but Mayweather like is kind of carrying him to stand him up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
And what did it look like to you? Did it look like he was helping him up, or did it look like he was carrying him? What did it look like?
It looked like Logan Paul was wobbly as fuck, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, he kind of regained. I don't know, man. With those,
do you think it was in a clause like somewhere in the contract, like you can't knock him out?
Don't let him go down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
why? Why wouldn't you doubt it?
You don't know what these exhibitions, as
these swindlers.
Like, these swindlers, exactly. What I forgot Mayweather's his manager's name. That dude he's always in the bag and he's always just like smiling because
the dude with the sunglasses,
yeah,
and the shiny suits.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I can't stand that dude.
Yeah,
you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
It reminds me of like a pro wrestling manager. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, he's laughing all the way to the bank.
Yes.
They said that Mayweather's gonna make like upwards of like 500 million or something like
That's
that.
bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, how?
That's bullshit. He probably is gonna make like between 30 and probably 100 million, if I had to guess. That's it. That's about it. But apparently, like the Showtime website, they crashed. Too many people were buying.
Really?
Yeah, it crashed. And then they said the tickets were like sold out at the venue. And to get into the ring, Mayweather had already sold a $30 million endorsement on his shorts. So that's what I'm saying. He's making at least $30 million. But this 500, man, get the fuck out of here. He ain't making that much money.
Yeah, it was like raining pretty bad, like prior to them walking.
It's Miami.
Yeah.
What did they think was going to happen? It's going to be sunshine and rainbows?
Outdoors, too.
It's like, yeah, well, let's have a 5-hour event outdoors and not expect any rain in Miami. Yeah.
On a Sunday.
Stupid. I don't know, Producer James, like, what's up, man? Where we going to take it from here? 53 minutes after the hour. Is there a new Falcon Captain America thing coming out?
Nah. What's the new one is Loki.
Okay, because there's like ESPN is trying to sell like a new 6-part miniseries, and it just highlights Falcon. Like Winter Soldier's not in it.
Well, now
he's like there's no footage of him in it.
Well, now he's Captain America.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I don't know.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one they got on tap is that Loki series.
Yeah, I'm not watching that either. Did you see that? Did you see that ESPN thing I dropped in there about Burlsworth?
Yeah.
That was the real footage. Yeah. Was that any of that footage in the movie that you remember? Because I didn't.
I mean, they got that game against it was Arkansas. That one. I forgot who they played.
They played a lot of teams.
It might have been. It was when they had
what colors were they?
It might have been Auburn. I think it was Auburn.
Okay.
That was like that's the one where they almost won, and then he like tripped up the quarterback, and he fumbled the ball.
Yeah, it was Auburn.
Yeah. They got that game pretty. I went back and watched some highlights from that game.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Like the real fight, the real game, the real fight, the real game.
Yeah. They did a pretty good depiction of that game on the movie. But yeah, I saw that the one that you had dropped in the chat. I actually watched that after I watched the movie. It's like the ESPN story on the whole. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely heart wrenching.
Yeah,
most definitely. Let's go to break real quick. When we come back, we'll just tie this bad boy up and send it up the river. Man, is Rogers coming? What's going on? Tomorrow's mandatory.
No signs.
We'll talk
All
about
signs point to no.
We'll talk about it when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. Oh, my Lanza. Nick Saban's contract has been extended through 2028. That means whenever that contract ends, he'll be 77 years old. He's currently 70. You know, just at the end of every year, you know, he just gets 800 grand. Like this year, 800 grand. Next year, 800 grand. I think through 2023, no, 2024, 8, 7, 6. Through 2025, he'll get $800,000 just for being there on top of his salary.
Damn.
And I think his salary increases a little bit too. Of course, it's incentive laden too if you win national titles.
Which he probably will.
Which most likely he'll be in contention. Hey, man, must be fun to be Nick Saban. I mean, get your money.
Get your paper.
I mean.
How long has he been there?
Forever. No, since I think 2008. 2008, 2007, maybe in that range. Because before that, he was at Miami. He was with the Dolphins. Of course, that turned out horribly. Now he went to Alabama. 2009, beats Texas. Pretty much ends their notoriety in 2009 when they took out Colt McCoy, and then Garrett Gilbert was the bust of the decade. Yeah, probably pretty much bust of the decade. Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
What do you remember from it?
I watched it. I remember Colt McCoy leaving the game with an injury.
But he was dominating before he got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he was dealing. And then, them dudes at the swamp just put a helmet on his back, broke his arm, broke his shoulder, broke something. I don't know what.
Wasn't there like a story of his dad or something saying he was like throwing a football with him and that he wanted like on the sideline or something like that? Somebody was playing, like not playing, but like trying to work his arm out, and he was like, he wanted to play, but he just...
Yeah, that was Mac Brown.
It was just gone.
Yeah, that was Mac Brown.
Yeah.
Mac Brown said, no, just shut it down. Worry about your NFL career. Well, I mean, he's a backup. Just like most Texas quarterbacks, except for Vince Young. Well, he was a backup, too. In Green Bay for a little bit.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy, backup. Sam Ehlinger, thoughts and prayers to your family. He'll be a backup in Indianapolis. That's just kind of the way it rolls, man. Quarterbacks don't get developed that well until probably this time with Sarkisian. It'll be a little different.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I don't know. Hope it goes well.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. Trying to pull it out of James. Do you know who Arch Manning is?
Yeah.
Who's Arch Manning?
Father of Peyton.
No, that's Archie Manning. Who's Arch Manning?
All right, his father?
No. Arch Manning is the grandson of Archie Manning, the son of Cooper Manning.
I was going the wrong way.
The nephew of Peyton and Eli. So he's a class of 23 kid. He was in Clemson dealing this past weekend. Dabo Swinney trying to put the drip on him. Get him recruited out there. A lot of people saying Texas is in the mix. Sarkisian probably has a little bit of the NFL pedigree, sending quarterbacks to the next level. We'll see how that fares out. I mean, he did send Matt Leinart, He did send Mac Jones, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts, kind of. Lost the Super Bowl to Tom Brady. They were up 28-3. Lost that Super Bowl. Yeah, man. So it is what it is. Anything for the people? Anything? You seem distracted, man. What's going on? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. I mean, it's your show. I'm following your lead.
Yeah. I'm setting you up, and I'm waiting for you to pull them in, and just want to check in.
College football is your game. If you want to talk about the Diaz brothers or MMA or boxing or anything like that,
I tell you what, it's definitely one thing to get into the MMA and then kind of dive into those deeper waters for college football. It's a little bit challenging. Yeah. I can see that. Anything you're watching new? No or no?
Nah, I haven't really watched anything. Nothing on Netflix. I don't really watch. I normally just watch like YouTube stuff, 30-minute. Like,
what are you watching on YouTube?
I don't know how rocks are made, where storms come from.
Really?
What's at the bottom of the ocean?
What's at the bottom of the ocean?
Stuff like that. Whole bunch of shit.
Like what?
Like aliens, pretty much. Like,
does this have to do with those UAPs?
No, like what it looks like to us, you know, from what we see all the time.
Do you think an octopus is an alien?
Nah, I don't think so. I just think there's weird shit that lives on the bottom of the ocean that we're not used to seeing on the everyday, you know, on our everyday.
Have you seen those fish that are like they got like really big eyes and these like big antennas? Mm-hmm. They just have like weird like I don't know.
Yeah, they got like chompers.
It's scary.
Yeah,
it's like does that make you not want to go into the ocean?
Nah, I think that shit's like way like you know because I mean, what is the Earth made up? Like 80% water.
Yeah.
So there's so much shit that I feel like we haven't even discovered down there. It goes so far that you know, us like the casual swimmer over there in the ocean, we're not gonna encounter none of that shit.
Did you see? I don't know if it was in Port A, but did you see? I saw this on Facebook. Kind of crossed my feed. There was a shark that was like in the waves right by the sand, like on the bank. This was like a 10-foot shark. It was just like they said it was Puerto Rican's, but the water was too clean.
They reeled it in.
No, it just swam. It like swam up on people.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw they reeled one in like a few weeks ago.
You watching that Thomas Dunn fishing?
Good old boys fishing.
That's right, good old boys fishing. Shout out.
Yeah, I checked that.
What do they catch?
He's been shark fishing before, but I mean he catches all kinds of shit.
Would you catch a shark?
I mean,
would you take it off the? Would you take it out? Would you take the hook out of its mouth?
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've seen a dude catch a shark, like he's on the sand, and he's just casting out into the ocean, not from a dock, not from a boat, just from the beach, and like he catches a shark, and then he like goes to take the shark, the hook out of the mouth, and some other dude wants to pick up the shark, and it's a baby shark, you know, it's like 5 feet long, not 5 feet. Maybe like 3 feet. So the dude picks up the shark. Well, that shark has a real, like, turn and chomp you. Well, it did. It, like, bit him on the forearm. And he's like, you see the bite marks, and just blood just starts coming out. I was just like, holy. Remind me not to mess with a shark. That's pretty much what I got from that instance.
Damn.
Why are you picking up a shark?
Yeah. There was I seen on Facebook the other day, there was this dude who caught there's some sort of fish called a gar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he caught one, like, it was like in downtown, like, let me pull that up real quick.
That's a dinosaur fish.
Yeah, it has like big ass teeth.
That's an alligator gar.
This was probably like a 5.5 foot one. I was like, holy shit. Check it out.
So what are you pulling up here?
Yeah, this alligator gar that was caught in over there by downtown Houston. I had seen it on Facebook. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Those creatures are. It's like a fish and an alligator mix, and these things are like got like armadillo skin. Like you have to use like like 10 snippers to like cut their armor off to like fish them out, fillet them out, if you want the meat. I've seen some people like clean them. You got to have like a hatchet or some kind of like special device to like break their armor and then finally get them into like cut their meat out.
They got like real thick.
Dude, it's like armadillo, for real. It's easy to cut from the inside out, but like cutting from the outside in, you got to have these like 10 snippers so that you can get them open.
Yeah, I can't find it, but
it's all good.
Yeah,
I know what a gar is.
Yeah, he had like a real big one, but it was like in a real like rural area. Like
I believe it.
You know,
dude, Houston has swamps, bro.
Yeah,
I mean for real. Like you get close enough to Houston, there's gonna be some swampland out there. You don't want to get mixed in. I'm just saying. All right, that is gonna be the show for tonight. I mean, 8:10, not too bad, not too shabby. I know once Aaron comes back, everything will be all right. I promise you. Everything will be fine.
Feel that void in my heart, man.
You should just start being a Jordan Love fan. You should say, screw it. Just start being a Jordan Love fan. And if Aaron comes back, you can be Aaron Rodgers fan again.
Well, I'm a Packers fan.
Right. And Jordan Love is quarterback for the Packers.
Yeah.
So all the receivers will be back tomorrow because they're not that stupid. So they'll have Jordan Love will have, maybe we'll see some good footage of Jordan Love tomorrow. He won't have to throw to nets anymore. No, I wouldn't mean to be an asshole. I'm just being serious.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Devontae, catch this ball. What if they just start dropping them? Like, oh, I don't know what happened. I just say popcorn. I mean, I don't know.
The T.O. Did you see any highlights of Ocho Cinco?
Saw him get knocked down. That looks scary. I was really concerned. I was like, that didn't look good. But then he got popped right back up. Is that true?
Yeah.
He just popped up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he made $1 million.
Shout out. Get that money.
Yeah. Would you go box for $1 million? 3 months training?
Not 3 months. I need a little bit more. 6 months? Yeah. For $1 million? Oh yeah. Who do I get to fight though? That's a better question. Mark Hunt?
Oh shit.
Take a nap. Nighty nights.
Make sure I'm front row.
What's that?
Make sure I'm front row.
You better have a video camera running is what you better have. It's like we need the content to document this right here.
Say
hey Mark, I'm gonna set it up for you real quick. Just make sure it's the right hook.
Damn.
I'll drop that left hand and let you just get that big one.
Might be that right head kick.
Hey, we said boxing. We didn't say taekwondo.
I said kickboxing.
No, you said boxing. Changing the rules on me midstream. For if we did kickboxing, we'd have to bump it up $1 million. Cause I can't see where them leg kicks coming from.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to have nobody like break my knee with their leg. Who knows? Maybe somebody will break their leg on my leg. I don't know.
Have you ever done like any like backyard boxing type deal, like with boxing gloves or anything like that?
Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I hit somebody so hard they puked. Maybe I did. Maybe they didn't.
Damn.
Maybe somebody said the wrong thing and maybe they fell after I hit them. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I've been known to drop a person time or two. Maybe I haven't. Yeah, man. I mean, you know what's funny is like the first time I ever had a school scuffle was here. I never had any problems anywhere else I've been. When I moved here, it was like everybody wanted to test the new kid. Bad idea.
Had to assert your dominance or what?
3 times, baby. 3 times, Jack. It's almost like I was inviting him to do it or something. I don't know, maybe.
Walked around with that BMF belt.
It was invisible. I don't know, maybe. Let's put it this way. I've always been taught you don't start nothing. Maybe that's why I like the Diaz brothers a little bit. Don't start nothing. But you better finish it. So that's just kind of the way I was taught.
True.
You get slapped. Just kidding. What about you, James? You ever dropped anybody?
Yeah, there was a point where we've had we went out and got boxing gloves.
You can't confirm or deny, right? But maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you dropped somebody.
Yeah, maybe. We went out and bought boxing gloves. So all our friends, we just like took turns having little backyard brawls and stuff.
First rule of Fight Club.
True.
Don't talk about Fight Club. I mean, it's fun. I'm not saying it happened. I'm saying I've seen it to be fun. On Fight Club, it looked fun.
Yeah. Then you start to lose your mind and thinking you're somebody you're not.
Hallucinating. Do you think he was hallucinating, or do you think he was on like some kind of psychotropic medicine?
I don't know, man. I think he was hallucinating, probably.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Just nutty.
Yeah.
Lost himself. If you lose yourself in the moment, you only got one chance.
Let me ask you one on what's that one? Leonardo with the dreams. Leonardo DiCaprio.
The dreams.
I forgot what's that movie called.
The Departed?
No, they like with Joseph Gordon-Levitt where they like go into people's
I've
dreams
never
and
seen
stuff.
that.
Oh, you never seen that one?
No,
That's a really good movie.
I don't do movies too much. I'm not really a movie guy. I think I just don't have the patience. I think that's just what it is. I don't have the patience. I'm a YouTuber. Like I like 15 minutes, maybe 45. You know what I like? You know what I like about YouTube is the compilations of like BGT or AGT, and they're like 40 minutes. Yeah, that's what I like. I'll get into that. Other than that, no thanks. I'm out. What else? It's todo?
It's total.
You got anything else?
I'm all out.
You send the people off with anything?
See you back here tomorrow.
Man, we're going to be here tomorrow. What do y'all got on Wednesday?
Nothing right now.
Nothing yet?
Nothing right now.
What do you think tomorrow? What do you think's going to happen tomorrow?
Rodgers isn't going to show up to
OTAs.
I
think we know that. But do you think we'll get some really good? Do you think we'll get a better sense of Jordan Love with his top receivers tomorrow?
I hope so.
Like, you think we get some footage?
I don't know, man. It
seems like football's been really quiet too, right?
Yeah.
Like ever since Rodgers, the trade, everything has just been like real low key. You think it's COVID? You think everybody's like real quiet, like no, don't give us any attention. They saw what happened to John Ram. They're like, no. Keep that shit over there. Everything's real quiet. Yeah. LeBron's out. He's gonna go play for Space Jam, whatever it's called, with Tweety Bird. The Luka's out. Pretty boy Luka's out. Who else is out?
Dame's been out.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, should we just put Utah and the Nets in the final and like get this bad boy over with now?
Probably Clippers, you think?
Nah, fuck the Clippers. Just because of Skip Bayless. Give me a pack of Mountain Dew, Diet Dew. No Skip. Shut up.
Yeah, I do see everybody giving LeBron James a hard time just because it's the first time that he's lost in the first round in the playoffs ever.
I think people are giving LeBron James a bad rap because he didn't go dap everybody up after the series. I could see a game, but he just like left to the locker room after like not dapping anybody up. I think that's why people are a little bit upset. I mean, that's what the talking heads are saying.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. If you just had a series go that far and the best player in the world doesn't show respect to the team that beat him, it's like, well, why? Well, because he lost. Yeah, of course. He's embarrassed. He doesn't want to go dap up anybody or anything. But still at the same time, it's like, dude, that's your duty. Like, you're the best player in the world. Like, that's your responsibility. Pass the torch. Like, what if you never play again? You can go out like that. That's what happened to Cam Newton. Cam Newton lost that Super Bowl, and he was being a spoiled brat in the press conference. And then his career just went. I'm not saying LeBron's career is going to shit. I'm just saying that's the way it turned out for Cam. And LeBron's going to be 38 next year or 37.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not getting younger, bro. I mean, I get it. Unless you're going to go take like some stem cell therapy or, you got the Fountain of Youth, the Space Vortex somewhere. I don't know. I'm just saying.
When is that movie supposed to come out?
Dude, it's going to be on HBO Max. They were like, it's like what's going to happen now is like LeBron's going to be, it's LeBron the movie star instead of LeBron the basketball player. That's what I think it's coming out. Because there was a big commercial this past weekend for HBO Max, and it was like Friends, Tom and Jerry, what else there's? Space Jam, like a couple other movies. And it's like, oh, okay, this is what we're going to push over the summer.
Friends. Are you into that Friends?
Fuck no. Never have been. I am into Frasier though.
Really?
I love Frasier, bro. Like it's like I don't like dry comedy, but I like Frasier. It's one of those things where it's like it's so stupid, it's funny. It's like so annoying, it's funny. I just think it's hilarious. Friends and Seinfeld and what else? Pretty much all of them. This is just trash, except for like Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers.
But Frasier, sign me up, Jack. I've watched the whole series from start to finish like a couple times. I've watched it. It's just that entertaining.
What is he, like a radio station?
Psychiatrist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm listening. And then what happened is like middle of the seasons, they would get celebrities to call in. They're playing a character, but it would be like celebrity. You'd like recognize their voices. I'd be like, oh, that's so-and-so. And then at the end of the episode, you'd be like, oh, look, that's them in the credits. So you kind of like, oh, yeah, your assumption was affirmed because you had the character's name there on the screen, so to speak.
What was like their most notable celebrity?
The one that stuck out the most to me was Reba McEntire because her voice is just so distinct. Have you ever seen her? She was on she was on one show, and she had to say, I think she had to say like ice, and she would be like ice, ice, but it sounded like she's saying ass. Be like ass, because the A and the I like ass. I'm like ice, like yeah, ice, like that twang, like ice, but ice. And it sounds like she's saying ice.
How old is she now?
She's gotta be in her 70s, dude, or something like that. She's old. But dude, she had like so much surgery. She probably looks like she's 40 something. She had a lot of surgery. I mean, she made that money.
Couple stem cells.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how those celebrities roll. If LeBron comes back and has like this fountain of youth, I'm gonna be like, dude, did you go to Guatemala? Did you go to that same doctor that Mel Gibson's daddy went to and got his libido back?
In the fucking
He's 90 something years old, Jack.
Oh, they're in the Panama Canal. Or
Nurses
whatever.
are getting all kinds of, weird stuff happening.
I listen. The only reason I know what you're talking about is because I listened to that Mel Gibson when he was on the JRE.
I mean, if it works, it works. I'm just saying.
That's nuts.
Your bodies can do that. Our bodies can do that if you like fast. If you like go without eating. Apparently, like all the bad cells, cancer cells, they'll die because they can't replicate. And our white blood cells will replicate. So we'll just keep on going. That's what a doctor said. I don't know. Allegedly, potentially. Who am I? I'm not a doctor. I don't know nothing about no Rona.
Yeah, Rona.
I just thought this needs to get the hell out of here already, dude. Like, we've had enough.
Yeah.
It's causing people to fight in the stands. Go to Canelo fighting in the stands. Go to Ruiz fighting in the stands. Goddamn Dodgers and Astros game, fighting in the stands. Got San Diego Padres fighting in the stands.
UFC fighting in the stands.
Those motherfuckers always fighting in the stands.
Yeah.
Set tripping. I don't know if they are. No. What would it be? It wouldn't be set tripping. It would be gym tripping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Camp tripping.
What's up? What'd you say, bro?
What'd you say about my affliction shirt, bro? GTL, bro. Jersdays, bro.
Rips it off like Hollywood
T-shirt time. Yeah. T-shirt time, bro.
So did you check that out?
Hell yeah, I did.
How was it?
Excellent. Snooky's back. Snooks.
Jesus.
She's so poor. She's so bad. It's like, Snooky, come on, sweetheart. Like, we're pushing 40 here. Keep your pants. Just saying.
Y'all are all the same age or what?
No, like, I think she's like 35. Vinny's the youngest. Vinny's like 30. Vinny's your age. And Paulie D is the oldest. Paulie's like 42. Yeah, he's old.
That's old?
Nah, for show regarding the Jersey Shore, whenever they all met, they were in college and they're just having like Jersey Shore vacation. It's like, come on, guys. Really? You're making content off of like you're bringing your personal life drama to this house to make a few million. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Would you?
I don't have any drama. I gotta get some beef, huh? Let's start some beef. Who would I start beef with?
We'll go out there, me, you, Edward, someone else.
Oh man, they would hate that.
Pick up Austin.
That crew would hate my guts. Austin would hate my guts by the end of it. Austin would be like, "Can you just stop? Just stop already." Like,
bring Oogle.
Shit, he would hate me too. All of y'all would hate me. Like, well, this dude's an asshole, man. Damn. I don't know. I try. I mean, it could be worse. I could really mean it. I mean, for real. I could really mean it. Then it'd be like, just go home, pull a LeBron, take my ball, and go home. Sorry, guys. I had to say it. I mean, we said that when, who did that? Jordan did it. Oh, wait. Jordan never lost the championship. I'm sorry. Was that a burn?
Could be.
Could be. Have you seen that 30 for 30?
Yeah, the
Jordan documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman. What a life.
Yeah, he was married to Carmen Electra for a while.
Yeah, he was that didn't stop him from doing other things.
Yeah.
Have you seen him on The Breakfast Club? You know The Breakfast Club?
Yes.
With Charlemagne?
Yeah.
Yeah. That dumbass.
I don't think I've seen him on there.
He's literally in the studio. Charlemagne's interviewing him. And like Dennis Rodman, I think like unknowingly, he's getting questions like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry. Like, who are you? He tells Charlemagne, he's like, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know who you are. Who are you? And then he like introduces himself, and he's like, no. And then he tells him his like real name. Charlemagne tells his real name. He's like, oh, okay, cool, nice to meet you. I guess Dennis Rodman never heard of him. Why would you have him on your show if you didn't know who he was?
Right.
Why would you meet him before he goes on your show? I mean, am I right? I would meet him.
You think he honestly didn't know who he was?
I bet his manager said, hey, you're gonna go on the show, they're gonna pay you $10,000. And so he did it, he didn't know anybody. And that's when he probably said that. Because Charlemagne likes to take control on this show. He's like, oh, this is my show. I'm going to ask you hard questions. I'm not going to put no respect on your name. Birdman, I don't care who you are. I'm just saying.
You think I wonder how much they paid Birdman to show up.
Probably 50, 60,000. Whatever his show fee is.
You got it?
He got it before he got in the building. Like the check cleared. Did you see Mayweather did that? Mayweather did that last night. He had these like water bottles on the stage. He was like, "Who's this? Who's this?" He's like, "Am I getting a check?" They're like, "No." He's like, "They don't go here." He like took him down for real. That's the way it should be. You didn't pay the check. See you later.
Yeah.
And then what he did later was like he was thirsty, so he like grabbed the bottle. He like uncapped it, took a swig, so you couldn't see the logo. Put the cap back on and put it back under the chair, so you couldn't see it. That's business.
Come with that check.
Cut the check. We're out. We'll see you out of mañanas.